Good morning. Welcome to online video session. Today we are dealing chapter number 2 from the textbook Social and Political Life. Social and Political Life, we already completed chapter number 1, that is equality in democratic setup or in a democratic form of government. Chapter number 2, we study about what is the role of the government in health, that is role of government in health. So what is the role or a duty of a government to maintain the public health of the citizens of the country? How government should take steps to establish enough medical facilities so that people in the country won't suffer because of disease or any kind of pandemic like COVID. Today what we are suffering is unprecedented, or maybe it's history in our entire life, because we never dreamt, even in the worst dream, that schools, colleges, transport, people movement will be completely stopped because of a virus. Today we are all suffering because of pandemic COVID. Why the government, everyone is feared of pandemic COVID? Because there is no vaccination till now. So let us study the chapter, that is the role of government in public health. What we are going to study in this chapter is public health system, private hospitals, government hospitals, PHC, that is primary health centers, and we are also going to evaluate, are we prepared enough to face the situation, or India is a healthy country related to the health issue. Health index or health issue is generally measured with the mortality rate or the number of death. Okay, let us move further in the chapter. It's a collage, you can see here. Rural women, there's really with a great difficulty they are getting water, because drinking water is a big problem in India. Water, why we discuss about water? Because water is definitely a lifeline. At the same time, if unhealthy water definitely brings a lot of disease. If we drink unhealthy water, we are welcoming disease. You can see a barber shop. Why barber shop? Because health and hygiene here also plays a very important role. Use of blade, all those things should be taken very important. This is a picture of slum. You can see slum. Why projection of slum? Because slum is a area where there is no enough facilities, or health and hygiene is completely neglected because of the poverty. What is this picture? In the rural areas, the Mahindra Jeep itself is considered or converted into ambulance to, of course, to take patients or to treat. It's an operating theater. It's a dream of childhood. So a wonderful collage with a lot of dreams or a lot of difficulties projecting in a single picture. Let us move to the topic or the definition of health. What is health? So what is health? Health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. So in simple language, what is health is? Please write down. Health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. Write down this point. Health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. But health isn't only about disease. You may have associated only some of the situation in the above collage with health. What we often ignore the fact that each of the above situation is related to the health. Apart from disease, we need to think other factors that affects our health. For example, if people get clean drinking water or pollution free environment, they are likely to be healthy. On other hand, if people do not get adequate food to eat or live in a cramped condition, they will be prone to illness. So what is health? Health is absence of illness and injuries, that is health. But WHO also says that not only physical health is very important, mental health is very important, because imagine if a person is very fit and fine, but if he is mentally weak, he may commit suicide, or he may kill himself, or he is an unproductive. So unproductive human being, it's a loss to the society. So that's the reason why absence of physical illness or injuries not only important, mentally sound personality also should be very important. So what this collage says, the collage you can see here, I explained about that. This drinking water is very important, and you see the condition of slum is not good, so naturally we are inviting disease in this condition. Okay, let us move to the next important draft, that is, can we find a little of these columns? Let us examine some aspects of healthcare in India, compare and contrast the situation expressed in the first and second column. India has the largest number of medical colleges in the world and among the largest producers of doctors. Approximately 15,000 new doctors qualify every year. Most doctors settle down in urban areas. People in rural areas have to travel a long distance to reach a doctor. The number of doctors with respect to the population is much less in rural areas. Health care facilities have grown substantially over the years. In 1950, there were only 2,717 hospitals. In 1991, 11,000. 2000. In 2000, it grew almost 18,218 hospitals. About few lakhs of people die from tuberculosis every year. This number is almost unchanged since independence. Almost 2 million cases of malaria reported every year, and this number isn't decreasing. So even though here you can see statistics very clearly says that, the statistics says what, there is an increase in number of hospitals from 2,000 to 18,000, but today it will be more than that, because almost 20 years over after this survey is posted. But the death due to malaria, malnutrition, tuberculosis is never changed. Today, of course, we can call ourselves very proud that India is a polio-free country, but there are many diseases like TB, and people die because of dengue, malaria every year. So that means we are not attained great success in controlling this disease. India gets large number of medical tourists from the many countries. They come for treatment in some hospitals, and India that compare with the best in the world. We are not able to provide clean and drinking water to all. 21% of all communicable diseases are waterborne, for example diarrhea, worm, hepatitis, etc. India is fourth largest producer of medicine in the world and also large exporter of medicine. Half of our children in India do not get adequate food to eat, so undernourished. So what happened here? This chart explains about the contrast situation. When you read the first column, we feel the things are improving, but when you read the second column, we say we are not improved as much we expected. India is one such country which attracts medical tourism. Medical tourism means many Asian and even European countries, they visit India to get good medical help. One of the reason is that few Asian countries, they lack good hospital when compared to India, and more, not only that, the cost of treatment is less in India. As a result, they travel, especially the Tata Institute of Cancer Studies in Mumbai. It is the largest hospital in Asia itself, A large number of people from different parts of Asian countries they visit. But when you compare the second one, the communicable disease, waterborne disease still increase. People die due to diarrhea, loose motion, worms, or hepatitis, which is jaundice. So these are the facts and figures which really worry. In order to prevent and treat illness, we need to appropriate healthcare facilities, such health centers, hospitals. So, what are the healthcare facilities which we need? The healthcare facilities which need is hospitals, laboratories, for testing, ambulance services, and blood banks. So what we require here? One, we require hospitals. So we need hospitals. Second, we need what? We need laboratories. Third, what we need is we need ambulance. So ambulance we need, and as well as we need the service of blood bank. So what are things which we require? Hospitals, please write down: hospital, laboratory, ambulance, and blood banks. They are considered as very, very important. In order to run such facility, we need health workers, nurses, qualified doctors, and other health professionals. So who are the health workers now? Health workers are nurses, doctors, and other profession. When we speak about other profession, they are the lab technician, because the lab technicians are very important, because they test blood and other major components, so that the test result only will allow you to diagnose further. That's why it's very important that medical professions, nurses, doctors, other professionals like X-ray technician, lab technician, they are all play a major role. So these are the very, very important aspects. Okay, India has a large number of doctors, clinics, and hospitals. The country has also considered experienced knowledge in running public healthcare system. Now, what is public healthcare system? Public healthcare system is nothing but a healthcare or a hospital maintained by the government. That is called public healthcare system. This system of hospitals and health centers run by the government. It has the ability to look after health of a large section of its population scattered over hundreds of thousands of villages. We will go into more detail on the later. So what is public care? Public care is nothing but public health system. Please write down what is public health system. A health system maintained by the government is called as public health system. However, the second column points that how poor health situation in our country is. With all positive development, we are not able to provide proper health care facilities to the people. This is a paradox. On the contrary, that what we would expect. Our country has the money, knowledge, and the people with the experience, but cannot make the necessary health care available for this chapter. So we are going to look why. You see, when we compared the two columns, column 1, column 2, when you read the column 1, definitely we feel very comfortable, because India is definitely upcoming medical hub. Whereas when you see the column 2, definitely it's worrisome. Why this is like that? Let us read the story. The story of Hakim Sheikh. Hakim Sheikh was a member of Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti, an organization of agricultural laborers in West Bengal. On evening 1992, he accidentally fell off of a running train and suffered head injuries. He was very serious condition and needed immediate treatment. He was taken to a government hospital in Kolkata, but they refused to admit him because they did not have spare bed, means extra bed. Another hospital did not have the facility or specialized doctors necessary for the treatment. In this way, he spent 14 hours in a critical state and was taken 8 different hospitals, but none of them admitted him. Finally, he was admitted in a private hospital. When he received treatment, he spent a lot of money for his treatment, angry and upset over indifferent attitude or careless attitude of the hospital. He refused to admit him. Hakim Sheikh, and that is PBKMS, that is Pachim Bagh Khet Mazdoor Sangh, filed a case in the court. Now, in the recent days, because of corona, these kind of cases were very common in even the cities like Bangalore. Several people have died because of minor illness or minor fever because of the corona effect, because every hospital felt that if fever is a symptom of corona, so they were refused to admit such candidate. As a result, you see, cadets, it's very important that the first half an hour or 1 hour of accident is considered as golden time. Why it's considered as a golden time? Because that is the time where you can definitely recover the life, or you can reduce the damage. Now, in the case of Hakim Sheikh, you see, 14 hours is too much. 14 hours is more than half a day. So 14 hours a person was running from hospital to hospital. Then imagine the suffering, agony, pain which he is undergone, and it definitely lead to complications because loss of blood, many other issues. So this is very pathetic condition of India, where trauma care centers or hospitals should respond to the people with the less time, so that definitely the life is very precious, so the life is definitely saved. So please understand the emotion or pain behind this incident. Read the story, then imagine that you are a judge in a court. What would you say? So what would you have to imagine and write down, because imagine you are in a judgment seat, the case is in front of you. What judgment you deliver? Please imagine. Let us move to the storyboard. This storyboard is very interesting. Two young kids or young friends, they unfortunately undergone or suffered from fever, but one is from poor family, one is from a rich family. So a person who is from a poor family definitely visits government hospital. A rich person visits a private hospital, because of course they are young kids, they don't have such a great imagination about government and private hospital because of the age. Now once they are back to their school, they discuss the experience which they undergone in hospitals. Let us go through the story. The cost of a cure. Aman and Ranjan are good friends. While Ranjan comes from a well-to-do family, means rich family, Aman's parents have to struggle to make ends meet. Means Aman is from a very poor background, of course, a common man's son. Hi Aman, good to see you back. How you have been? He says, I had a viral fever and I had to go to hospital. Oh, me too. I just got back to school on Monday. My daddy took me to see a doctor at a new hospital, Kingsway. It was very exciting. So now imagine this boy says hospital is exciting. Then imagine it's just like a 5-star hotel. So the other chaps thinks that how hospital can be exciting, because his imagination is purely because of his experience. In the building looked so posh, I thought it was a 5-star hotel. Daddy said that was because it was a private hospital with the best facilities. So this boy felt that it's a hotel or a restaurant because it's so beautiful, but his daddy said it's not a restaurant, it's a private hospital, that's why we are getting best facilities. Daddy had to pay 5,000 at reception counter itself. Before even we met doctor, there was a nice music playing, everything was really clean and shiny. Some of you may have experience of this. When you visited a private hospital, receptionist first ask your detail and ask money before you have any conversation with the doctor. and in and around the hospital generally neatly maintained and all those things. So same thing happened. He paid 5,500 rupees. The doctor asked many tests, but everyone was so friendly. The lady who took my blood for testing told me so many jokes that I forgot my pain. And have you heard the one Batman on reality TV, etc.? Now you see, private hospital, the moment you are inside the private hospital, definitely they ask you to go for a lot of tests. All these tests definitely cost a lot of money, but the people who are administering tests, they are generally behave, I repeat, they behave that they are very good people, and they speak in a very friendly manner, and you don't feel the pain. After the test result came, we went back to the doctor. He looked through them and said everything was fine, and I had only viral fever. He prescribed a lot of medicine and rest. So this chap got the result of all the tests, and his doctor told nothing to worry, it's a viral fever, please take the medicine. And so young man, the pink pill should take in 3 times in a day, and white tablet once before bedtime. That's for a body ache. Then one syrup, don't worry, it's tasty. All these rosy words, it's very common, because when you visit a private hospital, doctors say take this tab in the morning, this tablet in the afternoon, and all those things. Thank you doctor, I feel better already. This is, now you see, psychologically this kid felt very happy, because no one treated him like a patient. No one treated him like a patient. Everybody was talking very friendly, and doctor told don't worry, it's very tasty, what is a syrup, please drink. You see, I have been dying to tell you all about this, but what about you? Which hospital did you go? Now this poor chap, it wasn't so nice as yours. At first Abba, his father, didn't want to take me because he said it will take much time. His daddy was not happy to take the kid to the hospital because he felt it consumed a lot of time. And really, once they went to a big government hospital, and we had to wait a long queue in OPD, that is outpatient department. OPD, they had to wait a long way in an outpatient, and I was feeling so sick that I had to lean on a bus all the time. Means he couldn't, because of his fever, he was tired, so he was taking rest in father's shoulder. When my turn came, doctor examined me and asked for blood test. Then he had to go, and I had to go, and another long queue. People were crowding around me in the testing room. Now you see, this particular person, doctor is testing. A lot of people are in and around him. It's a very common scene in a government hospital. We got the test result. So test result, what happened? After 3 days, this boy got a test result and went back to the hospital. There was a different doctor. So duty doctor was there. He said, show me your OPD card. Means when you came and gave your OPD. Then he was in a hurry, because he was not so with a rosy word, because of course he's a government servant and he has to attend a lot of people. That's why he just told you, show me your OPD card and take your result. It seems you are suffering about a viral fever, nothing to worry about. All need is one fever reducing medicine. Now they already told you suffered viral fever, 3 days over, now take just a medicine. Now you see, the rich boy says my hospital was very nice, gave me wonderful treatment, medicine, everything, but cost was 3,500. This boy says, oh, that much? My just cost 150 rupees. He says, I just paid rupees 150, and of course treatment was different. But at the end of the day, purpose is served, because both were suffered viral fever, both get all right, but one had a different experience, at another boy had a different experience. So this is a clear picture about Indian healthcare system, how you are treated when you are visiting government hospital, how you are treated when you are visiting private hospitals. Why did Ranjan have to spend money? What problem did Aman face in public hospital? How do you think the hospital can work in a better manner? Where do you go when you are ill? Are there any problem that you face? Write a paragraph based on yours. What problem do we face in a private hospital? Discuss. So this is definitely, you have to write your opinion from your day to day experience. Definitely in our life, definitely one or other day we may visited a hospital as a patient or as escorting to some of our family members. So naturally, please write down your opinion, so that definitely your writing skill, imagination skill, and skill of recalling your experience will definitely increase. Okay, cadets, please read civics just to enhance your social or civic sense. Of course, few questions will be asked at the end of the chapter. That's just to recall what you studied in the chapter. Otherwise, civics, studying of civics or social and political life will make you a better social being or a human being. I'll meet you in the next video lesson. Till there, take care. Wish you a wonderful day.